Hello, good evening, ladies. I am your host, Clip, and the host of the Clip Sports. We're live right here, Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. And today, I have a lot to get into for sure, everybody. Today, ladies, I will get you guys into the fallout of the Super Bowl champs Chiefs Kingdom, ousting the Saints, the fallout from that. I have a lot to say on that, everybody, and that can lead to the real thing, and whether or not that can lead to the real thing in February, Joe may know that. I'll get you guys to the fact. What lies ahead? What fate lies ahead of Cam Newton and Belichick, by the way? Carson Wentz, the wag job that he is. T10s says he does not want to be back with QB. That how much of a hoax that's going to be. I'll tell you guys about the fact that also my G-Men lost the Browns, not looking good there. G-Men lost the Browns, not looking good there. I'll tell you guys, how the Browns are doing well, whether they're going to make the play. I mean, they're looking pretty good so far. So, and my G-Men are not looking good either, so not looking good there. I'll tell you guys about the fact that also, I'll tell you guys about the fact that talked with you guys about the the TLC results from last night for sure, everybody. It's that right there. Tell you guys about the fact of Carson Wentz being done for sure. What fate lies ahead of Cam Newton and Belichick, by the way, whether they intend to come back, whether he tends to come back, or whether or not this may be the end of Bill Belichick as we all know it. I said some stuff yesterday about it, and they're no longer a dynasty, and dynasty don't last forever. I'll get you more detail with that, everybody, and that will be all the news I will have for today, everybody, on that. So I'm gonna get you guys to right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna start things off with the fact that my G-Men have lost the Browns 20-6. I'll give a question to the Browns because even though the Browns, they have a 10-4 record, by the way, and honestly, I'm very surprised. I think it's interesting. You meant to put the Browns in the playoffs because they're looking pretty good so far. The G-Men's defense wasn't able to hold off the Browns at all. I mean, it did pretty good, but it wasn't able to hold Baker Mayfield. I can tell you that much. But it's disappointing to me that the G-Men's next game is not going to look good either. At first, last night, they had the Browns not looking good there. And then they got Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, or Action Jackson, the MVP himself, Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens. That's not going to look good either. So, completely, my G-Men right now are not looking like themselves. You see, Cole McCoy thought, they had this in the bag. G-Men thought they had this in the bag. Defense defense, by the way, was stepping up, but wasn't enough. The offense was absolutely sloppy. Absolutely sloppy. Because it seems to me that the G-Men aren't just winning any games. They're not. They've only won like 4 games. They've only won 4 in a row. I'm ashamed right now. I'm coming national television. I'm telling everybody right now, G-Men need to find a quarterback out there that's in pursuit, that can help the G-Men win a lot of games. They need to find a quarterback that's going to be in the same levels as Jalen Hurts is. He was doing pretty good. As Tua Tagovailoa, King Patrick Mahomes. You got let's see, Aaron Rodgers, to the Russell Wilsons, to the Drew Brees, to see. Jalen Hurts, one of those guys. I said that. Even guys such as Matt Stafford not looking good there. Even such guys, Derek Carr, Justin Herbert for sure, I guess. Even Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, those guys. So they need to find a league QB. And also I could tell you this. The surprising one may in fact beat Dak Prescott. Wounded Dak Attack Prescott. Yeah, him. He's been in the IR for months from that gruesome leg injury or ACL injury that he sustained. And if the Dak Attack came to the G-Man, that would say a lot. Would say a lot right there. But do the G-Men really need Dak Attack? That's a question you guys are going to ask yourselves, though. So that's all there is to Origin the past need him. So I'm looking for. Hopefully that can soon there. I can tell you that. And basically, it just seems to me that the G-Men right now. They were second place in the NFC. They were first place in the NFC East, and they're in second place. G-Men right now have a 5-9 record. 6-8 record. 6 and 5 and 6. 6-8 record for sure. And honestly, I don't find it thrill. I'm not thrilled. I'm not thrilled with the performance. I'm not thrilled with the level of play. I'm not thrilled with the fact that they have to see this low because the thing is, the G-Men are just absolutely. I'm a Giants fan myself though, but the G-Men they got picked apart yet again. Like last week when they got beat up by when they got beat by Kyler and the Cardinals, who had a big win just yesterday against the Eagles. That was a big one, by the way. They got beat. They got crippled by G-Man. Got crippled yet again by Baker's dozen. Baker Mayfield and the Browns. There's no stopping the Browns. I can tell you that much. So really, the Browns are for real this time. I think it's time that Browns fans are actually getting used to seeing the Browns get to the playoff spot. Now, Browns only got 2 games left remaining. They got the Jets. They got the Jets, who had 1 win. Really, 1 win against top tier team. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna say that's like the worst. What's like the worst win of the year? Really? They're on the brink of being 0-16. I can tell you that. But Browns got them. Then they got then the Browns. They got this one's gonna be a barn burner. Steelers, who are gonna face the puny Bengals tonight. So really, I think the Browns can actually win. I think the Browns can win the next they can they'll beat the Jets who had their first win. That was a fluke. Jets got their first win, by the way, which was a total fluke, by the way. I can tell you that. Also, they could probably perhaps get a potential win against the Steelers, by the way. Now, Steelers are playing the Bengals tonight, by the way. I can tell you that much. So, honestly, I can see the Browns possibly being 12-4 or 11-5. So, it is safe to say the Browns are for real. Browns are for real. Like it or not, guys. Their offense, defense is absolutely just too ineffective. And honestly, surprised what I saw. Because I don't think it's any stopping the Browns whatsoever. There's really not. So clearly the Browns right now are playing material. They're actually next level. They're playing pretty good. Even though the Browns didn't make the playoffs last season, Browns are gonna make the playoffs yet again. I'm sorry, the Browns are gonna make the playoffs for sure. I can tell you that much. So I think it's safe to say that the Browns right now are an OW level. But the Browns, they're not going to be Super Bowl champs. They're not. Baker Mayfield and the Browns, they will not be Super Bowl champs. Not now, not ever, not in February. So that's all I'm going to say on that, everybody. And clearly the Browns right now, they can beat up the Jets, and they'll probably get a win against a potential third win against the Steelers, by the way. I can tell you that much. So Browns, they're sharp as that. They're tough as nails. So is there any stopping them whatsoever? Not a chance. So Browns are looking. They're just absolutely incredible, and they're disappointing over. I don't think it's gonna be some of them. So the Giants, they just found out themselves. They just can't get a hold of the Browns. So that's all I can say on that, everybody. And clearly, Browns are there for real this time. I think they're playing material. They're playing like it, and they keep this level of play. They'll finally get a playoffs for sure. That's all I'm gonna say on that, everybody, on that. So. Best news yet for the Browns fans out there. Browns, they really want to see. The fans want to see the Browns get a playoff spot. Which they're only 2 wins away. So the Browns win these 2 games. they'll get there. They can win. They can probably. They'll beat the Jets. They may or may not be able to dethrone the Steelers, by the way, which is not going to be an easy one. So Browns are going to be, I think, able to outmaneuver the Steelers, by the way, for the last final game next week. So that's what I'm going to say on that, everybody. And yeah, Browns can get there. They get 2 wins for sure. It wouldn't matter. So they'll be up the Jets, and then they'll cripple the Steelers if necessary. So that's all I'm going to say on that, everybody. Also, another weekend, by the way, I want to tell you about the TLC results from last night. By the way, everybody, you saw Chad Gable, Otis, who's got a birthday today, Biggie, and Daniel Bryan. They defeated Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, King Corbin, and the Intercontinental Champ Sami Zayn, by the way. 8-man tag. Sasha Banks retains the Smackdown Women's title. You even saw Drew McIntyre retain the WWE title in a TLC match. You saw TLC match as well. You saw Roman Reigns retain the Universal title against Kevin Owens in TLC match. Her Business walk out as a new Raw Tag Team Champs, by the way. You saw that one. And you even saw Asuka and returning Charlotte Flair. They walked out as the new Women's Tag Team Champs. Look, I got to tell you right now, no one's seen Charlotte. She was attacked by Nia Jax, by the way, everybody. And Charlotte Flair's been out of action since. So that's a surprising one for sure. I can tell you that. So I think it's safe to say that Charlotte Flair, even though she's one of the most decorated, she's a 12-time women's champ. By the way, we all know that for sure. Despite the fact that she's been a temporary hiatus. She last night at TLC, she returned as Asuka's tag team partner for sure. And Asuka, still the Raw Women's Champ, by the way, she still walked out as new Women's Champ. Asuka is now I think a 2-time or a 3-time Women's Tag Team Champ. She was a Women's Tag Team Champ with Karrie Sane. Now she's a Women's Tag Team Champ with Charlotte Flair. So I wonder for sure how this is gonna work out. Asuka and Charlotte Flair, they battled each other for sure. I'll tell you that. They faced off each other at WrestleMania. I'll tell you that though. Now remember, Charlotte Flair broke Asuka's win streak for sure. And I think it's about a year ago, I guess, or 2 years ago, if I remember correctly, or SummerSlam, I guess. But I think it's safe to say that this tandem of Asuka and Charlotte Flair is something else. My question is, do they really gel together? Charlotte Flair, they sort of gel together with Asuka. They sort of gel together though, but them knocking out Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. First they didn't get along. Obviously they got along, but my goodness, I never thought that would ever ensue. Everyone thought it was gonna be Io Shirai, the next Women's Champ. That didn't ensue. But my goodness, Asuka and Charlotte Flair, the new Women's Tag Team Champs. That is epic. And it is surprising to me, I can tell you that much. But clearly they may have the longest Women's Tag Team title reigns in history, I can tell you that much. But my goodness, Asuka is with a Raw and once again Women's Tag Team Champ, by the way. Charlotte Flair is Charlotte Flair, she's a Grand Slam champ of her own right. I'll tell you that. This makes her probably a 13-time Women's Champ, by the way, I'll tell you that much. But my goodness, no one knew Charlotte Flair was going to show up. I thought she was going to show up in 2021, but unfortunately, she showed up at TLC last night. Nothing but unanswered questions here. Are Asuka and Charlotte Flair going to get along, despite the recent history they've had as new Women's Tag Team Champs? This is Charlotte Flair's first reign as a Women's Tag Team Champ. This seems to be an interesting pair, but I'm honestly, doubting There was some doubt, but unfortunately, I just see them as something else. I really think I'm not sure. Can they really get along though? Can they get on the same page? Sure. I mean, they was on the same page just last night. Well, my goodness, I mean, Nate was there last night backstage, but I got to tell you right now, Asuka and Charlotte Flair as new women's tag team champs, that right there was a huge game changer. I can tell you that. I mean, they sort of got along. They did get along for sure. I can tell you that. Are they gonna get along tonight as new women's tag team champs? Can they really get along as far as tonight goes for Monday Night Raw, the fallout from TLC, can Asuka and Charlotte Flair really get along as new women's tag team champs? Can they really still get on the same page, or are they going to disintegrate? That's the real question you guys can ask yourselves, everybody. So that's all you need. That's all you need to know in that. So once again, Asuka and Charlotte Flair walked out as a new women's tag team champs, and honestly, this is a bit surprising for sure. Because Charlotte Flair, she's been in action by the hands of Nia Jax, and she came back last night at TLC. And honestly, her walking out as a women's tag team champ. This is her first reign, by the way. That makes her women's Grand Slam champ. That makes her women's Grand Slam champ, by the way, as well. So they may probably defend the women's tag team titles tonight, I guess. But and Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler could have like the rematch clause. Where do they go from there? Real question you gotta ask yourselves, everybody. That's a real question. You gotta ask, and that's all the best news there is to it. So honestly, surprised with that. I can tell you that right now. So that's the best news yet, and pretty much, Asuka and Charlotte Flair, they sort of gel together, I guess. They were opponents still for sure. I mean, Asuka did beat Charlotte Flair once. Pretty on say on that note, but Asuka and Charlotte Flair, by the way, as new women's tag team champs, that is a rim-shattering game changer, which she was, by the way. But to say that they can actually get along. I think they can. So let me know if you guys think that Asuka and Charlotte Flair are going to get along as new women's tag team champs, or are they going to disintegrate? So let me know in the comments what your actual thoughts about that. I will just sponsor for sure. Also, you saw the Hurt Business walk out as new Raw tag team champs. You even saw Roman Reigns retain the Universal title, by the way, in a TLC match. Drew McIntyre retains the WWE title, by the way, everybody. You even saw right here. Oh, yes. Randy Orton take out the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, in a Firefly Inferno match. Oh my goodness! I gotta tell you right now, that had a lot of good. I mean, that final match, that Firefly Inferno match. This is like when Undertaker and Kane had the first ever Inferno match. I'll tell you that was back in the '90s, by the way. But my goodness, Randy Orton versus defeating the Fiend Bray Wyatt in that Firefly Inferno. Oh my goodness! Wow, that's something else. I mean, Fiend was on fire. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, was like the Michael Myers, the Jason Voorhees of WWE. My goodness, wow. That's some little cinematic. That's some of the Halloween movie, but some of that Friday the 13th. But oh my goodness, that right there says a lot. I mean, that brings back memories from when Undertaker and Kane, the Mercy Instruction, first ever Inferno match. That was amazing right there. But that brings some memories for sure. But oh wow. I mean, I may not have seen this though at TLC, but at TLC though. But oh my goodness, that Firefly front of house, that results in. But at the end of that, Randy Orton burned, and I mean literally burned, and set the Fiend on fire. Oh wow, that right there, that was like that Firefly front house was like must see, must watch. That was like heard all around the world, everybody. And I gotta say, but wow, that match certainly didn't disappoint, not a minute. And wow, This is a lot. Maybe Randy Orton did burn that house down when Bray Wyatt. Now then he burned down the Fiend Bray Wyatt. I mean, my goodness, that was some so cinematic. I mean, it wasn't all cinematic, but wow. And even Randy Orton RKO'd the Fiend when the Fiend was on fire. Like, oh, that's a lot. That's some good vibes from that. Some good vibes from there, everybody. That is some really good vibes right there. Well, I gotta say, ladies and gents, that was like absolutely incredible. That was a rim-shattering match. That Firefly Inferno house just killed the ratings. Oh my goodness! I mean, ratings would be they were skyrocketing the roof right now. And oh wow, that match didn't disappoint. You can check out TLC. You can check out the TLC matches if you want on YouTube. Check it out anywhere you can relive it on the WWE Network. By the way, if you want, guys, that was like must see, must watch. And wow, Brady Bunch Undertaker versus Kane Inferno match. We all saw that how that turned out. But the Randy Orton against the Fiend, Bray went in the Firefly Inferno match. Wow, I gotta say that was beast. That was like must watch right there. But then Randy Orton burning down or setting a blaze the Fiend. Wow, that was absolutely epic. Like Randy Orton really killed the Fiend. Is the Fiend really gone? Is he really gone? I think he may be gone for good. So let me know in the comments section what your thoughts are, especially of that Firefly Inferno match as well. So what are your thoughts and reactions to TLC last night? What are your thoughts on that Firefly Inferno match? I mean, oh wow. Randy Orton burning the Fiend, Bray Wyatt on fire. Oh man. That right there just killed the rain. That was like absolutely just rim-shattering match that oh wow. Moment that none of us will ever forget. I'll tell you that right now. To close out 2020, the dumpster fire year. But oh my goodness, this right here, this is all the feel-good moment that we all really need, ladies and gentlemen. That's the feel-good moment that we all need for sure. That's all I gotta say on that, everybody. That's the best news yet. Music to my ears, to everybody, fans' ears, and that's all there is to it. So, nothing more to it. So those are your TLC results, everybody. And that's all I can say on that, everybody. That's all there is you need to know. Also, ladies and gents, well, guys, hate to say I told you so, but I already did. That's right, guys. That's right. You all saw it. You all saw it. Chiefs Kingdom, the defending champs, they took out Drew Brees and the Saints. So 32 to 29. I told you this would happen. Drew Brees, yes, Saints would have waited for Drew Brees to be in the playoffs, but no. What did the Saints do? What did the Saints do? I told you guys, they threw Drew Brees to the Wolves, and Chiefs chomped on them, and basically, Chiefs walked out. But I'll tell you that. But man, I gotta tell you, Saints made a terrible mistake of putting Drew Brees in the wrong game. That's what they did. You could have put him in the playoffs. That's what you could have done. Rested for the playoffs. But no. I mean, look, I understand that, Drew Brees was dying to get his hands on the King Mahomes. I understand the fact that, a lot of people saw, Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, King Mahomes versus Drew Brees. That was the match of the century that we all needed. I mean, that was a Super Bowl match made in heaven. We all saw that for sure. But that was a Super Bowl Deathmatch Volume 2. So I would say this. I mean, Drew Brees, he came back. Thought going to come back. Now, not taking anything away. Drew Brees, give it all. But it's not going to be enough. No, not going to be enough. Chiefs Kingdom, they took them out so bad. I mean, it was close. I mean, this went to the wire, everybody. And I will say this right now, that the real thing may ensue for February 2021. Guys, I'm telling you this, Chiefs Kingdom will still be defending their kingdom and it's going to still be Super Bowl Mahomes. So, or King Mahomes, if you will. So, you may see Volume 3, the finale, in February 2021. That's where Super Bowl 55 is going to be. And that's a big surprise right there, everybody. So, I'll say this. Drew Brees giving it all. And I mean, Drew Brees in the sense they were on the brink of nailing the Chiefs. It won't be that easy. We all saw part 1 turned out where the Chiefs Kingdom took out Tampa Bay and the Bucks. We all saw that Super Bowl matchup. We also saw part 2 yesterday where Chiefs Kingdom took out Drew Brees and the Saints. So yes, the Saints made a brutal mistake, and by putting feeding Drew Brees to the Wolves. That's Chiefs Kingdom, by the way. Instead of having him return for the playoffs, you could have rested him, but you made a bad move. So that cost him. I told you guys. I told you all. So Saints, you made yourself look bad, and come February 2021, Super Bowl 55. If the Chiefs, if the Saints even make it there, 3. So let me know for sure exactly if you guys want to see Chiefs Kingdom versus Saints Row, Part 3, the finale, February 2021, Super Bowl 55 in Tampa Bay, by the way. So that's all there is you need to know on that. So I told you guys this is gonna happen. So I told you this. They went to the nail. So, ladies and gents, I'm telling you guys right now, the Chiefs, they have a 13-1 record, and Chiefs, they ousted the Saints. I told you guys they would do so. So Chiefs too much. They're just too good. And I said this many weeks ago. Chiefs Kingdom, one little vow. It's very simple. Chiefs Kingdom, back to back Super Bowl champs, and Super Bowl Mahomes, King Mahomes, Showtime Mahomes, Girl Dad Mahomes, King Mahomes, Sir Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP, engaged to be married, back to back Super Bowl MVP, written all over their faces. Guys, I told you guys this was soon, didn't I? Yes, I did. Did you really think that Saints were actually going to obliterate the Chiefs Kingdom? Didn't think so. There's a saying here that goes, you come in the king, best not miss. Chiefs Kingdom, they didn't miss. No, they didn't miss. They were ousting the Saints. I mean, they put pressure on Drew Brees, I'll tell you that. And the Saints defense, they put pressure on King Mahomes, by the way. And Saints, they thought they're gonna find the antidote of defeating Chiefs Kingdom. No. It won't be that easy. No. This won't be that easy. It was a bit of a grudge match. I mean, it was a bit of a death match. I can tell you that much. A Super Bowl death match, if you will. But my God, another death match for the Chiefs Kingdom. I can tell you that much. But Chiefs Kingdom, they still walking tall. They're still gonna be champs. In the next 10 years. And the Chiefs Kingdom, they're the new dynasty with everybody likes that dynasty will last for a very, very long time. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you guys really want to see Chiefs Kingdom versus Saints Row, Part 3, February 2021, Super Bowl 55. Let me know in the comments what your reaction thoughts are. I will be more than happy to address responses, everybody. And that's it. So Chiefs Kingdom, are they gonna face each other yet? Are gonna face the Saints yet again in Super Bowl 55? Let me know for sure. Now that was a potential Super Bowl warm-up, by the way, or maybe a Super Bowl death match, if you will. I mean, this was sudden death, but my goodness, they got ugly. Chiefs Kingdom, they defend their kingdom. That's that. And like it or not, guys, well, Drew Brees made a terrible mistake of coming back to yesterday. So you could have had him come back for the playoffs, but you had to just lie away. You had to bring him on in there. You had to. You could have waited for the playoffs, but you didn't do that. No. You didn't do it. No. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. No. He got fed to the wolves. That's the Chiefs' kingdom. In case you guys don't know that. But can the Saints really get back to the promised land and get their hands on Drew Brees, on King Mahomes and the Saints and Chiefs yet again, defending champs? Let me know for sure. That's the only thing I got to say on that. So Chiefs' kingdom, they took out and destroyed Drew Brees and the Saints. So that is all I'm going to say on that, everybody, on that. And that right there is music to my ears, which it is. So that's all I'm going to say on that, everybody, on that. Best news yet. Also, more than something to get into here, by the way, regarding the futures of Cam Newton and Bill Belichick, even though that tandem, they're out of the playoffs for good. So, Belichick, ladies and gents, well, his tenure as a Pats coach, by the way, his coaching tenure with the Pats, that is definitely going to be numbered. For real. For real, guys, for real. So, Cam Newton may not consider coming back to the Pats, even though he made quite the impression, and he's trying to make his comeback. He had COVID, even though after that he got under COVID. By the way, he tested negative. His level of play was slowing down. His running game was off, and he wasn't doing his part. Since the choke job Patriots, well, they choked for sure. I told you guys yesterday that the Pats, they're a fallen dynasty. They're not the same anymore. No, they're nothing. I mean, they are. I mean, that's all just a bunch of propaganda. I mean, that whole Cam Newton and Bill Belichick era, that's all just propaganda. I mean, that's not even a thing anymore. It's really not. So clearly, Pats no longer playoff bound anymore since 2008. Pats, they've been overlooked at. Cam Newton has been overlooked at as well. It just seems like he's not getting enough attention, I'll tell you that. So clearly, Pats fans have probably just given up on Drew Brees. I'm sorry, given up on Cam Newton, nor have they given up on Bill Belichick. So the questions you guys can need to ask yourselves is, are the Pats going to consider moving on from both Cam Newton and Belichick? Who's going to be first? Going to be Cam Newton? Who's going to be Bill Belichick, the Puppet Master, a.k.a. the Puppet Master, a.k.a. the Puppet Master, who also really is arguably one of the most longest tenured winningest Super Bowl coaches in NFL history, which is got 6 Super Bowls. You got 10 of them. You don't need 7. Let me tell you this. Ever since Cam Newton came all the way to Pat's turf, which he did, Cam Newton had to call good old Bill Belichick, right? And then that little get together and whatnot, little meeting, so and all this. And Belichick was encouraging Cam Newton, by the way. Like Cam Newton was like Belichick's little lapdog, his plaything, his top secret weapon, that sort of stuff. And Cam Newton, says to Belichick, please bench me, please bench me, please bench me, please do it, Belichick. Belichick's saying, no, I'm not going to bench you. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep you as my quarterback. You're my investment. You're my insurance policy. I'm the star. I'm your guide. That's going to get you back to the playoffs. I'm your guide. That's going to get you back to your second Super Bowl. I'm your guide. That's going to eradicate all the damage that's going to change the past. Has a different outcome. I'm your guide. So, hate to say it to you, but those are all lies. They're all lies. And I would also say this, that Belichick may have to apologize to Cam Newton, by the way, that he lied to Cam Newton, assuming that he's going to make his comeback, assuming that he was intending that he was going to get Cam Newton back to the playoffs. He's going to get Cam Newton back to the AFC title game. That's going to help Cam Newton get back to a Super Bowl and have a different outcome. Guys, Pats fans, if you're listening, if you're watching, Belichick, if you're watching Cam Newton, you can't win the big one. Pats, you're no longer a dynasty no more. You're no longer player bound. All you are, propaganda. All you are, just a plain nostalgia act. That's it. So clearly, the choke job Patriots, if you will, they choked last week when they lost to the Rams. They choked again. They lost to Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins, by the way. That led to those show job Patriots getting wiped out or eradicated from the playoffs for the first time since 2008. Because I'll tell you this right now. I mean, they have a 6-8 record. I mean, they're going to face. I mean, they got 2 games left, by the way. I mean, they got Bills Mafia, and they got those Ron Jets. They got the first one, by the way. Maybe the fluke, anyway. But clearly, the Pats, who were arguing with the good teams, by the way, you see, Belichick proved that he thought he was going to help. He was going to help Cam Newton while his way back to the playoffs, while his way back to his title game, while his way back to his second Super Bowl appearance, which would have marked Belichick's 11th Super Bowl appearance overall. He's going to wind his way back. Not happening. So clearly, the Pats, their reign of terror is over. Belichick proved. I mean, he thought he was going to prove that he was going to get to the playoffs on his own with his top secret project. Cam Newton, by the way, didn't sue. Tom Bay proved that he could get to the playoffs on his own without Belichick, without the puppet master Bill Belichick. So Belichick is out for the playoffs, and Cam Newton is out for the playoffs. I'll tell you that. So who's going to get the next domino? Who's going to have the next domino effect here? Who will be the first person? Who will be the first guy to walk out? And that's over. So are the Pats going to move from Cam Newton? Could the Pats move on from Belichick, by the way? And have him in the coach in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, by the way, for sure on that. So I'm interested in seeing how this is going to turn out. I'm very interested in seeing whether or not Cam Newton's going to stay where he's at. And it's no secret, though, that this could go into full effect by this week. Or maybe, just maybe, Bill Belichick may be leaving Pat's coach in 2021. Guys, a lot can happen for next season, by the way, everybody. A lot can ensue. So if you ask me, the Pats right now, they're nothing more but a fallen dynasty. They think they're all totally crazy brave. Well, fortunately for them, they got it coming. They had it coming. So since the Pats right now, they're just a fallen dynasty. They're not worth it. I mean, yes, you can say that Cam Newton fell up. I apologize for saying this. You can say that Cam Newton and Belichick fell with cliffhangers, which obviously they did. Even though Belichick's getting the Tom Brady treatment, by the way. And Cam Newton as well. So, what are people going to realize? That Cam Newton won't win the big one at all. He won't. Nor Belichick. He can't win the big one either. So, that's what I'm going to say, everybody. And their futures right now are looking pretty murky, pretty bleak. So the Pats right now, they're done. And they're arguing. They used to win the good teams. Cam Newton had a tremendous start, by the way, even though he had COVID, by the way. So, will Cam Newton come back or will he dissolve? Will Belichick come back? Is his coaching tenure the past, is it in peril? So, it goes like this, everybody. Cam Newton takes the blue pill. He can come back with the Pats, which he could. But if he ends up taking the white pill, leaves the Pats high and dry. And that's that. So that's I'm going to send everybody on that. So there's nothing more to it. And obviously it'll be everybody's answer right there. Same for us with Belichick. If Belichick takes the blue pill, by the way, he can remain his coach, but he can remain his coach for good. For sure, I can tell you that much. But if he ends up taking the white pill, or red pill, you want? If he ends up taking the white pill, gets released for sure as arguably one of the winningest coaches in NFL history, in Super Bowl history, for sure, gets released, goes on to the Pro Football Hall of Fame as one of the most tremendous coaches in NFL history. I'll tell you that right now. So I'll take nothing away from him, though. Now, basically, season's over. So Cam Newton and Belichick have ultimates that they need to make. And needless to say, that time's the essence, because the dumpster fire year 2020, that's coming to a close, and 2021 is going to be very, very close. And Christmas is coming this Friday, and so also stay tuned for the Clear Level Sports Board Christmas special, by the way, everybody, on that. So it seems that Cam Newton could be out. I mean, the only Christmas present that could happen here, I'll name you some. Cam Newton could either be, released or come back. Belichick's tenure, his coaching tenure with the Patriots is in dire jeopardy. So, guys, it'll be surprising to see what lies ahead, or what fate lies ahead of Bill Belichick, by the way, because his coaching career is in dire jeopardy. I can tell you that right now. Now, it's obvious to me that Belichick, I think it's safe to say that Cam Newton made dug hole in his own grave that he can't crawl out of. And Belichick did, in fact, made a huge mistake. I think it's safe to say that Bill Belichick made a huge, terrible mistake of bringing Cam Newton in. I mean, Cam Newton is nothing but wasted talent. I can tell you that. He is good, though, but he's wasted talent. So he's been looked at for months. Has said a lot, but clearly, I think COVID may have taken away the playoff chances. Yeah, COVID. Blame COVID for that. Blame COVID on that. So, are Cam Newton and Belichick going to come together for 2021? Or are they going to dissolve? That's a real question you got to ask yourselves, everybody. That's a real question you got to ask. Could Cam Newton back? Or will someone fill in for his shoes? And it may surprise some people. It may be a quarterback who's been on the shelf for many months now, stemming from that gruesome leg injury and ankle injury. Dak attacked Prescott. I mean, look, needs to say that Dak attacked Prescott may be perhaps a good fit for the Pats, even though that could ensue. I mean, it may happen, one way or the other. So as far as Cam Newton and Belichick goes, their destinies of them going back to Super Bowls, numbered. That's it. Patriots, they were a third seed, by the way, in the AFC East. No longer playing material. They may no longer play material at all. Not for 2021. Not even for next like 10 or 30 years, as far as I know. So that's that, guys. And past right now, their season is over. Their reign of terror, that's over. Pat's dynasty, that's dead. Belichick and the Cam Newton era of the dynasty, not a thing anymore. That's it, guys. Their season's over. They're just, I mean, they were biggest show jobs in history, which they were last week and then yesterday. So clearly, Satan needs to say that someone's going to take the fall, and that's all I'm going to say on that, everybody. So Cam Newton, the Belichick era, that could be coming to a close, and needs to say that they're just not worth it. I mean, they're not playing material anymore. They were, I mean, although they had a tremendous season, by the way, even though Cam Newton had COVID, by the way, they were good. But are they really going to come back? Let me know in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to address the response to this, everybody. And that's all there is I got to say on that, everybody. And yeah, good surprise there. Really good surprise there. So that's what I'm going to say to everybody. That's all there is you need to know. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to wish happy birthdays out to the father of basketball, the creator of basketball, James Naismith, or happy birthday, B-Ball. Wish happy birthdays out to Jamel Hill, Richard Wesley, to let's see, Barbara Fialho. You got Clinton Dix, Chris Foot, Chris Young, by the way, Lisa Johnson, Samuel Jackson, late great Joe Paterno, Chris Evert, Rupta Denver, by the way. You got Kyder Sutherworth as well from 24 series. So wish my brother Sunday birthday shout out to brother shout out to brother tweets everybody wishing my brothers everybody on that as well. And Otis, by the way, for Mr. Money and Bang, and the Manny Rose's sincere love interest, I can tell you that much. So wishes out to Otis. Everybody wishes out to Samuel Jackson, all the others out there, basketball, and James Naismith as well. So show your brother wishes, brother show your brother tweets to everybody. That's all you have to do, everybody on that as well. And that right there is say it all. So say what you want, guys, but that's all there is. Also, it's just that tomorrow is NBA season. It's going to start. So the NBA will not be returning to the NBA bubble, by the way, like they did in the playoffs, by the way. So the NBA is going to, they may have their players, have this COVID vaccine, by the way, which they may need for sure to start the season, by the way, everybody. And yeah, it wouldn't be a problem. I mean, it would be a problem. I mean, COVID. I mean, the bubble format had like 0 cases of COVID. That was good news right there. It meets everybody's ears. So the NBA, that bubble format is something that we all can describe right there. But clearly, it needs to say that the NBA season will be tipping off tomorrow. Everybody on that, the regular season. So that's all there is. And stay tuned for Christmas games as well. So that's all there is you got to know for now. And that's all there is. So the NBA season's coming back. Make it to the 2021 NBA Finals, by the way. You think the Lakers are going to repeat history again as 18-time NBA champs? Let me know in the comment section for sure. Or you guys want to see clips, by the way, be in the footsteps of the Lakers and Dodgers, by the way? Could they return the favor? Could be the Celtics. So let me know about that for sure. And where will James Harden wind up at for sure? I mean, Celtics got no interest in getting him. Neither do the Heat. No interest in them. So will James Harden wind up? That's the big question. Is going to make it wind up in the Nets? Let me know for sure in the comment section. I'll address the sponsor for sure by that as well. Could be the Celtics, I guess, and that's all there is you need to know. So NBC is going to be kicking off tomorrow, guys. Don't miss it, everybody. Don't miss it, guys. Must see, must watch, guys. I know you guys are excited about it for sure. Top contenders. And, all this you got to know just for now. And I'm looking forward to it. I know I am. So that's all there is for that. That's all there is you got to know, everybody. That's all there is you got to know just for now. all these I gotta know. Just so I'm looking forward to that. I really am, and yep, it's a lot. So looking forward to it. I am, and that's all there is for that. Ladies and gentlemen, over there for the Cleveland Sports Board. Like, subscribe to the Cleveland Sports Board YouTube channel and Facebook page by any and all means necessary. Be sure to send me your thoughts on the Super Bowl defending champs, Super Bowl champs, and Chiefs taking out Drew Brees and the Saints. Let me know if Saints should have had Drew Brees in the playoffs. By the way, let me know about that for sure. And they made a terrible mistake of feeding him to the wolves, the Chiefs kingdom, by the way, everybody, and that as well, and him getting slayed for sure. Let me know about the shirt that comes. I'll address sponsor for sure about that as well. All this you gotta know just for sure on that, everybody, and that's the best news yet. So, you think Chiefs you think the Saints made a terrible mistake bringing back Drew Brees and just to get whipped so badly and against Chiefs Kingdom, King Mahomes, by the way. Let me know about the shirt about that as well. That's all there is to it on that. And you think they're gonna face each other yet again for the real thing in February 2021? Let me know about sure in the comments. Now I'll address sponsor for sure, Brandon, as well. That's all there's to it. You need to know for that. Your thoughts on Browns defeating the G-Men 20-6, and I'm not so pleased. I'm really not pleased. By the way, I am not so pleased. So we're in a foul mood. By the way, the G-Men, I know they got their hands full with Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, and those puny Cowboys. So not looking good there. Browns, they'll have their hands full with the Jets and Seals, by the way, everybody. That's all there's to it for that. Also, legends that Seals versus the Bengals. That game will be tonight, everybody. So check that out. Your thoughts on what are your thoughts? What future holds? What will be the fate of Cam Newton and Bill Belichick, by the way, everybody? So let me know in the comment section. I'll address about that for sure. You think Cam Newton's gonna go astray, and he's gonna say to Bill Belichick, you know what? If you're not going to help me get back to the if you're not going to help me get back to the playoffs, if you're not going to help me, get to another soul, don't help me become my own champ, well, you know what? I'll dissolve. So that ensues by this week, next week, or 2021. It'll be crying to me, guys. So let me know about the show in the comment section. I'll address sponsor for sure about that as well. Will Cam Newton stay or will he go? Will Bill Belichick, surprisingly sure, I'll tell you that. Will Bill Belichick finally get released as Pat's coach, by the way? Let me know about the shirt on that as well. Let me know what lies ahead of him. That's all there is to know on that. If that's exactly on who's going to win tonight, Steelers and the Bengals, let me know about that shirt. But what are your thoughts on the TLC results? What are your thoughts on Randy on setting the Fiend Bray Wyatt on fire last night at TLC? Good stuff. Let me know about that shirt button as well. I'll just sponsor that. What are your thoughts on the Asuka and Charlotte Flair walking out as a new women's tag team champs, by the way? Can Asuka and Charlotte Flair still get along? Let me know about the shirt. I'll just sponsor for sure about that as well. That's all there's to it. You need to know for that. Best news yet. So your brother wishes out to Samuel Jackson, to to James Naismith and basketball, everybody. So send your brother wishes out to them. Otis, Jamel Hill, Richard Wesley, send your brother wishes out to them. Please be sure you do so on that, everybody. And that's all there is to it. You got to know for now on that. And that's the best news yet. So that's all there is to it. You need to know. And NBA season's tomorrow, everybody. Check that out. All there is to it. Also, legends, I want to remind you that the Cleveland Sports Board Christmas special will be this Friday, everybody. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the New Year's special of the Cleveland Sports Board as well. And the 2021 special of the Cleveland Sports Board to kick off 2021. Best news yet. And that's all there is to it for that. And that's all I was going to say. So take care, you guys. You guys have a good evening. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.